This is game 4 for Inside the 29 for 30. We went to Denver to see the, at the time, number 2 Denver Nuggets take on the visiting number 1 Memphis Grizzlies on Tuesday, December 20th. First things first, getting there and getting in. We bought the tickets the afternoon of the game. Seems like we can get cheaper tickets that way. We got second tier tickets, kind of in the corner, decent seats. Getting into the stadium, we had a rental car that was better than public transit. Didn't seem to have a lot of great options in Denver. So we used on-site parking. It was $25 with a credit card. Not that bad of a walk in. Car to door, probably 10-minute walk, no more. The next segment is Concession Confession. A note about the water. Some places will let you bring in sealed bottles, but Ballarena does not. Instead, they let you bring in an empty container. You can fill it at one of their water fountains. They have it like an airport would, 4 water bottles, hold it under and it fills up. From a concessions perspective, poorly managed. Line took 15 minutes to get pre-prepared food. Water was $5.50, comparable. The pizza was about inedible. 4 pepperoni on a hand-sized slice, and we had a total of 2.5 bites. Overall rating, I'm going to give it a 6. They had a good variety of items, barely above middle passing grade, I would say.
Our next segment is the look. So I got to watch the game. It was on TNT, which was great. And they wore their white jerseys, which was not so great.
It's true.
Definitely, I think white jerseys in general were just not my favorite. But I did like the court and just the feel of the arena.
I agree. I think the floor is really good. They have a nice pop of color with the kind of natural wood floor. The arena itself had a really nice feel and look as well. Tied in, clearly a Nuggets arena. Their colors are navy and yellow and red accents. We like their colors. They're pretty good. Then their mascot is Rocky. I think it's a cat, or maybe? It has a lightning tail. Very active. Rocky was all over the place, very energetic. The cheerleaders had an interesting look. They started out in Christmas, like velvet, dark blue dresses with white fur, and then changed into, or took their dress off, not sure which. They had white bikini bottoms and a bikini top that was blue. Not what you normally see from dancers. This was a true old school cheerleader look. The other element is the screen. Giant screens, and a really cool thing is that they have unique graphics for every player. So if Bones Highland makes a shot, there are bones falling across the screen that make up his name. If Jeff Green makes a shot, it goes Uncle Jeff, Uncle Jeff. If Jokic makes a shot, there are Joker cards that flip around on the screen that have Jokic imposed on the front and as a Joker. They had that for all the players. Really cool to see that look. You don't get to see that kind of individual attention a lot. Let's say an overall rating of 7.
Yeah.
7. The next segment is Rate the Fans. I would be remiss to only mention the fans and not mention the home announcer for the play-by-play in the arena. He was really good. He had a lot of different things he would interact with the crowd on, such as my favorite was whose ball, and then the crowd goes Nuggets ball. Had things with 3-pointers, had a lot of different ways of talking. So for instance, with Morant, he would say, Morant, like clearly with attitude. And the crowd was really good as well. It was a really fun atmosphere, sold out crowd, absolutely packed, really hyped. I think the only thing is that it wasn't super close. Nuggets did really well. So I'm going to give a rating of 9, just because that 10 is reserved for buzzer beaters. That was Claire watching it as well, right?
Yes, definitely. I noticed like Stan Van Gundy and Kevin Harlan, who were the commentators, like sometimes they had to yell over things. Like sometimes they were like so surprised, and like the crowd was just like, did that pass just happen? Like, what is going on, you know?
It was crazy. The next segment is the hype video. We're starting to see a few more of these. This was a solid video. Good lighting, good intro to the players, gets you revved up. There was flame.
Yeah.
You'll get to see it, but I would give it a 7.5. Also, they had a fourth quarter hype video, which I've never seen before and was really cool. So that basically said, this is the fourth quarter, let's send them home with an L, and had all these clips and red and black lighting, and it was really exciting to get you into the fourth quarter. They were like, we need you, and you actually felt needed. Like,
even though the Nuggets had it, but
they can play, but we can forget the L on the team. The next segment is, but how did this make you feel? Very well. I gave a pregame estimate of 8.5, given the excellent teams, and I will give it a rating of 8.5. The only thing holding it back is that it wasn't a super close game. Ja Morant did have over 30 points. It honestly felt like a highlight reel or an NBA All-Star game. Dunks, three-pointers.
I was just so focused on the game and felt like if I looked down, I would miss something, and that was mostly the case. You would text me, you're like, did you see that? And I'm like, I looked down for half a second.
Well, and I would try to take videos of the plays and be focused on my camera and miss the next play, which would be, the whole crowd would erupt. So it was a really good game. Not super close ever, but a very fun game.
Our next segment is Emma's emotions and Bekah's breakdown. I'll talk about my emotions. I was very happy with this game. It was just so exciting with all the crazy passes and the plays and just the game in general of Jokic and Ja Morant playing together. Like, it's going to be a great game no matter what happens, even though it was a blowout. So yes, happy, and then excited, I guess, that you could go to that game, and maybe a little jealous. Because I would have loved to have been there.
I wish you could have been there. Bekah's breakdown will be on something I observed. The Ballarena branding. So Ball is the company that has the cups and mason jars. Everything was branded that way. So no plastic cups. They had the aluminum cups for soda, and then they had aluminum cans, kind of like beer cans, for water. And so we got an Aquafina water bottle, except it was aluminum or tin, no lid. And my mom asked for a lid, and the lady told us she wasn't allowed to give us one. And I don't understand why. That's all. Very thorough marketing for Ball. I'll never forget that it's Ballarena and that they make canisters and cups. Oh, we won a t-shirt. It is a Ball t-shirt, as shown. Not a Nugget shirt, a Ball t-shirt. Ball cups, Ball t-shirt, Ballarena. Who's Ball? Nuggets Ball?
Exactly.
Yes. The branding was very consistent, more than I've seen. I want to know why you cannot have a lid on the water container.
So weird.
Why? Just why? That's it. And that's it for game 4 of Inside the 29 for 30.
Speaks to me. I'll cut that part.
Does it then?
It really does.